I'll never be able to recall it either. Nor was I folding beer ball the radio broadcast. Isn't it dream? Never do it. I hate my dreams and never remember them. Listen, whatever's going to understand that, you get serious. I don't. I had a dream I did it. Does that mean I did it? It made sense in the dream. It means nothing. In the last broadcast, I've taken Earth all kinds of places in the cosmos, like a snail that cleans the glass. I've used this planet like a snail and cleaned the glass of the cosmos and looked out and looked into the room where this thing sits on its maker's desk. My mind. I've seen the Lord busy doing chores around the office like Peabody in the movie Liberty Valance. The Lord reminds me of Peabody in the movie Liberty Valance. Yep. And I'm part of the damn, I'm not part of anything that works in there. I'm just a charm sitting on the desk that Peabody in its spare time while drunk one night built. Want to bet? Whole cosmos of it. Peabody said, I've done other things. Now why are you having such a hemorrhage? I thought the damn thing was broken. And I'm not talking about the planet. I'm talking about the cosmos. Yeah, they were sitting up in a shelf in the closet. I start screaming, and now it's out there sitting on the desk again. All because I'm yelling and ranting and raving and carrying on like a fool. And you ain't. Well, I know it has to happen. Everything I'm doing and more has to happen. Huh. Get serious. You can't keep living dead. You have to get a ballot and get going and have a conversation, and you're not conversing with any of you. No one who's talking on the planet, the UN. Humans are letting other people talk for you. That ain't working. That ain't going to work, and it can't work. And then you want to blame professionals and officials. You haven't having a conversation among yourselves, otherwise these people would not be in this position among you, failing you like they are, mocking you. All the professional and official. Well, it's not their fault. Well, listen, I more attack professionals than officials. The professionals are attacking the officials. And they're certifying each other to do it. Well, the poor official, my God. It is serious. Anybody can be an official. Anywhere. And anybody is. That's the whole problem. You've got anybody as officials. And anybody ain't working. It ain't. You say, we'd be better off with anybody than having somebody. Oh, really? Well, you like anybody doing it? Well, what does anybody do when they call themselves somebody? As soon as anybody gets there, they become somebody. You were anybody to get there. You can't leave anybody when you're anybody and become somebody once you're there. Am I somebody? No. Would Jesus be somebody? No, he wouldn't. You made Jesus somebody. I want to be there when you walk up to Jesus as somebody. When this book states it very clearly. Where is it? This man is listed in this book. Well, guess what? When you read and understand from reading, which I don't know at all, any of it happened. I don't know it. But I will take it, not knowing it, I will tell you what the story says. And I don't know any of it. And it says that this man says in this story that he was not somebody. The closest thing the Romans called him the king of the Jews. His apostles wanted him to be somebody, and he said, no, I'm not. I'm anybody. And so are you. Well, they didn't like that idea. Because they kept wanting somebody to do it. If somebody can't do it, it has to be anybody. The same way with your official places. And as soon as these people get in these positions officially, they become somebody. No. You can't take anybody and make them a somebody. You got their faces on Rushmore as somebody. If they were anybody's. That's why I want their faces off of there. Did those faces do any good for this nation? Nope. Well, let's say since you've had them on there, has the nation prospered? Got a nicer place? They haven't affected nicer. Why? Because you don't have a confession around them. I'll put the Bushes up there, Bill Clinton and his wife, and I'll tell you this much, I'll get a confession out of you. That's what you need. You need a confession. You don't need peace. We have to have peace. No, you need a confession that you are no way got the heart for it. Let me ask you this. Human beings with locks on their doors, can they ever have peace? Can you have peace without generosity? Is it possible for human beings living on a planet or any society at all to have this peace? They're yelling, I gotta have peace, without generosity. And they have, generosity. I have my girlfriend, I give her everything I have. That is not generosity. Nope. Being generous with your friend, is that generosity? No, it isn't. No. Because I'll tell you this much. Let your friends out squandering your generosity and let's see how generous you are with it. Well, that wouldn't be my friend. Oh, baloney. Did you give your friend your generosity to be efficient with? Well, then it isn't generosity. It's an investment. Maybe your friendship. I don't know what your motive is. I'll tell you this much. Not generosity. When generosity has strings attached to it, it longer becomes nothing yet something else. And it is not generosity. Same way with your charity. When charity has strings, you got charity now with all these strings attached to it. It's not charity. And the middleman is applying all these strings to this charity. Nonprofit making 6 digits telling you to live in charity with strings attached. And they have little or none. Taking 6 digits out of the whole puddle of charity. All this nonprofit is drawn out of the puddle of charity, a living that is not there. Nonprofit is nonprofit. You're profiting, but good. You're nothing yet profit. You get hauled out with that's what happened to the Jews in Germany, and they said, oh, it was our religion. No, it wasn't. It's how you were profiting in the 30s, and everyone else was in hell. That's what it was.